So the movie kicks off with this guy Richard trying to get his girlfriend Lucy to drop off a case at the front desk. He's begging her like it's life or death, and Lucy's just standing there like, if it's that serious, why don't you just take it yourself? She refuses not once but multiple times, but Euron Greyjoy didn't stop begging. He even tries paying her 500 and she still says no, so he cuffs her hand to the briefcase. Like damn, she starts freaking out because clearly he's doing way too much. I mean, let's be real, you can't trust a guy rocking a cowboy hat and orange shades. Try! Anyways, Lucy goes in asking for Mr. Jang since she had no choice, and the second she does, like 5 men roll up in black. Some sniper shoots Richard in the back. Damn, what did this man get her into? They drag her upstairs, take her to a room, then Mr. Jang walks out. There's a couple of bodies laid out on the floor, so Lucy knew she was cooked. And just to make things worse, they were all speaking Korean, so she didn't understand a word they were saying. I mean, I didn't either. The only reason why I knew they were speaking Korean because Netflix pussy ass is saying speaking Korean. Like, what's the point of subtitles? Isn't it meant to tell me what they're saying, not what language they're speaking? Jang calls his English interpreter and Lucy starts begging like she doesn't know what's going on and she's just a civilian. But Jang ain't buying it. He wants to know what's in the case cause he doesn't trust Richard. So the nigga over the phone was like, Mr. Jang wants you to open the case. So he scribbles down the pin code and tells her to open it. Then everybody backs up, shields out like shit's about to blow. And I can't lie, this probably would have been the worst position to be in. Fuck around, she puts in the pin, she might get vaporized. Lucy unlocks the case and inside is just 4 plastic bags full of glowing blue powder. Jang steps out like, relax boys, put the guns down. At least that's what I think he said. Because this shit's still saying, speaking Korean. Try! They bring out this crackhead from the back and by the looks of him, my guy has tried every drug ever made. Crack, heroin, methamphetamine, and whatever had Bill Cosby doing this. Ha! He takes a hit of the blue powder and man, just by the look of it, this was the best thing he's ever had. My dude starts tweaking hard. Even had the goons laughing, but shit wasn't funny to Jang. Brody just puts one to his brain. Bang! Nigga turns to Lucy and offers her a job. She refuses and gets minked. Like, I don't know why she even thought that was a question. Anyway, she wakes up in a hotel room with blood on her gut, all bandaged up. They cut her up and put that blue bag in her. Another 3 guys come in and they're all bandaged up as well. Lucy realizes they're about to be smuggling powder overseas. And the worst part, they're all going to different countries. She wakes up in Taiwan, locked up in a room with these 2 guys. And just by the look on this guy's face, shit was never looking good. Nigga tries diddying her, but gets his hand whacked. So he just looks at his palm and rocks her shit. Then just starts beating her ass, kicking her right in the gut. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The bag in her stomach cuts open and leaks out, entering her bloodstream. Her eyes go blue and then she starts tweaking. She's on the roof levitating like gravity doesn't exist, then starts pulling away. She drops down, then knocks herself out. Meanwhile, Professor Samuel Norman, a neuroscience expert, is presenting a theory about the untapped potential of the human brain. How if we can use more than 10% of it, humans might actually gain supernatural abilities, fully controlling our bodies, controlling others, even controlling matter. Basically, superpowers might actually be possible. Lucy wakes up and one of the guards come back. She spreads her legs and nigga gets all excited, thinking he's about to get some ass. He puts his gun down and walks right up, but as soon as he reaches, mink, get the hell out of here. Lucy pulls the table, grabs the gun, reloads that shit and walks out. And she does not waste any time. The first 5 guys, straight to Valhalla. Nah, she definitely has aimbot. How did she take out a squad that quick? I guess her abilities have activated. She sits down, munches out real quick, pulls a bullet out her shoulder, then dips. Hey, you speak English? No, no, no. What about you? Yes, yes, yes. Nah, she dragged it. Everyone starts understanding when their life's in danger. The taxi driver takes her to the hospital. Lucy then begins hearing strangers' conversations. Her vision sharpens. Then she walks into a surgery room mid-operation, reads the medical monitors and the patient's vital signs using her heightened brain capacity and realizes Brody is beyond saving. So she pops him. Nah, they've probably been operating on his ass for a couple hours as well. She tells the doctor to open her up and take the CPH4 bag out her stomach. Lucy then calls her mother and explains how she feels everything. The blood flowing through her veins, heat leaving her body, the earth rotating, and she even remembered every single thing that ever happened to her in her life. And at this point, Lucy has unlocked 20% of her brain, and it wasn't slowing down. Quick question, would you guys want 20% of your brain unlocked? I low-key wouldn't, because I wouldn't be able to chill. If this was real, of course. Like, I can keep that, man. Keep me dumb. But yeah, let me know in the comments. They take the bag out, and the doctor's in disbelief with how much CPH4 was in her system. She should have been dead. When she leaves the hospital, she can literally see life at cellular level in real time. Like, nah, this is wild. Superman whole ass can't even see this. She rolls up to Mr. Jang's hotel with dual pistols and starts lighting the place up, shooting niggas through doors type shit. She catches Mr. Jang lacking mid-massage, whips out the knives and jams it right into his hand. On God, that would be the worst pain. Lucy needed to know where the rest of the drugs were going, so she dives into Jang's brain and finds the memory of the board tickets. And yeah, she can read people's minds as well. She pulls up to her friend's spot and scans all of Professor Samuel's articles and 20 plus years of research in like 10 seconds. Then she calls him asking for help and that she unlocked 20% of her brain. And at first he didn't believe her, but then she started manipulating electromagnetic signals through the TV, radio, and phone. Lucy needed help because she was basically colonizing her own brain at this point, controlling her metabolism, unable to feel pain or fear anymore. Basically the things that make us human, gone. And she wasn't even sure if she could live more than 24 hours. Lucy wanted to meet up with Samuel, but he was in Paris. She couldn't see him without the CPH4, so she calls the International Police Organization to track down the men with the rest of it. She feeds Brody all the information in a couple of seconds, and I know his ass will hype, because this type of drug stop will get him promoted. They start tracking down the smugglers one by one. First Germany, then France. The nigga in Rome tried gassing it, but nah, they got his ass as well. As Lucy's flying to Paris to meet Professor Samuel, she hits 40% and starts tweaking hard. Her teeth fall out, her skin peels, and her cells start destroying each other. She runs to the bathroom, and of course the flight attendant couldn't mind his business. His ass gets sent back. As soon as she looked in the mirror, her face started deteriorating. So she grabs the leftover CPH4 and starts eating that shit. Nah, she was feasting on that shit like it was her last meal. She slowly started recovering, but her body couldn't handle the overload, and she basically evaporates. Somehow she wakes up in the hospital, and I actually don't know how this happened, but the international officers who helped her earlier were there. They try to arrest her, but she just puts all of them to bed. This guy instantly knew he was cooked. She unloaded his whole clip. All she wanted was the packages. Detective Del Rio was scared, so he took her where they were being held. They get outside and Lucy pulls up a convo of the Koreans, planning to reclaim the drugs. She yanks Rio to the side, hops in the driver's seat, and the way she was speeding there, I kid you not, she at least caught 20 bodies. Meanwhile, Mr. Jang and his goon roll up to the hospital and light the officers up. They were like, we're getting our packages out of you, dead or alive. Like Brody here said he wasn't feeling good, and blow! 2 of the 3 packages get secured, but one of the niggas try to escape and instantly catches a bullet to his back. Like, nah, you can't be running in a straight line. You gotta zigzag or something. Just as they were about to cut him open, Lucy pulls up, and oh yeah, it was up for them. More shooters come in and Lucy politely asks for the case. And Brody was like, is this bitch crazy? And tries to walk off, but Lucy reaches 60% and somehow blocks Brody from leaving. Like she put an invisible wall or some type of shit there, cause he couldn't leave. She yanks all the guns to the roof and starts walking towards them. They all start running at her, but they cannot touch her. Get your ass to the ceiling. Yeah. Fly your ass up. She had all of them floating in the roof. Besides Bodylocks here, his ass got sent next door. She grabs the case off bro like, thank you, walks back, grabs the last bag out of dude, and leaves. Oh yeah, she also kissed this guy. They dip out of there, but as they were leaving, they were seen by Mr. Jang. Lucy pulls up to the Science University and finally meets Samuel, aka Morgan Freeman, the nigga that's been old since the 70s. Samuel's colleagues didn't believe that Lucy had unlocked unexplored cerebral zones in her brain. So she grabs this nigga by the shoulder and taps into his subconscious, exposing his trauma, and this bitch said it out loud. Like, look at his face. Imagine grab you by the shoulder and was like, you beat your shit twice this morning. You would have just had to air the place out, cause ain't no way. So the boys up on the roof finally get released from their genjutsu, and Jang got him suited up with every weapon he could find. Like nigga didn't bring shooters, he brought DLC goons. Meanwhile, Lucy's in a full TED talk breaking down cells, time, and space. How she unlocked the whole cheat code to the universe. I'll explain it, but shit too complicated for me. Morgan Freeman and the scientists sit Lucy down and begin the process of turning her into a being of pure consciousness. As soon as the rest of the CPH-4 hits her system, boom, she jumps straight to 70%. Her eyes go bright blue and she hits that avatar state. Instantly her skin starts morphing black like she's Eddie Rock. And look at Aang's face, he's stunned. While that was happening, Mr. Jang and his goon pull up to the university and start blicking up scientists. Like, come on, scientists are the most innocent people. All they do is read books and get no hoes. They just be chilling. They make it to the main hallway where Officer Rio and his men were protecting Lucy. They get into this whole shootout and like people were dying and shit, but like this bit is just low-key like a filler. So let's just get back to Lucy. Lucy just starts absorbing every energy source in the room. Like the more she ate, the bigger she grew. She hits 90% and boom, everybody teleports to this creepy all-white room. Then she starts tripping through time itself. 1 second she's in modern day Paris, blink again she's in the 19th century. Then boom, she's in prehistoric Earth. Finally she ends up 3.2 billion years back, face to face with Lucy, the first ever human. But I can't lie, she looked way less a historical ancestor and way more like Cobra. She slowly reaches out and when their fingertips touch, it's like the beginning and the end of human evolution finally connected. The prehistoric Lucy looks stunned, like she just felt something way bigger than herself. We go back to the present and Mr. Jang tries shooting at her, but Captain Del Rio blams him. Lucy's body starts to vanish, her consciousness stretches beyond anything they can measure. With that one touch, she closes the loop from the very first spark of human intelligence all the way to its ultimate evolution. And yeah, she hits 100%.